What is it that you have to give up to experience what you say you experience? What are you denying in order to experience what you say you experience? Your knowing of everything that is real. You have given up to know everything that's not real. And then you spend all day long talking about all the things that are not real. Doing all the things you need to do to sustain your body because your body is the ultimate proof. So there's this simple little shift that takes place. Somewhere in the middle of all of that kind of activity going on in your mind, this shift happens. And you don't see that way any longer. But it does begin with not wanting to see that way any longer. Denying that anything that comes from that activity could possibly ever have any value. Because your reality knows not about that at all. That's where the whole thing comes together. That's where the whole mind activity comes to a complete adjustment. It appears to be a moment of conflict, which you've been trying to avoid, right? You don't like conflict in your mind, right? You do everything to make sure that you're comfortable, that you're right. You don't even mind somebody else being wrong as long as you're right. Right? Hey, isn't it right? You don't mind that somebody else is wrong as long as you're right. You don't feel the hurt of somebody else being wrong. You are more in touch with what it's like to be right. It's amazing, isn't it? Jesus, in A Course in Miracles, says, how do you get this job of being a savior? As your own. And you spend all day long making sure that your brother feels his pain and that it's not going to be yours. But you accept the teachings of Jesus when you feel your brother's pain as your own. That's when you become a teacher of God. Amazing, isn't it? It's amazing you have to be reminded of these things.